Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing with a deck called Scripture of Sacrifice. Ooh, it almost sounds like the Church of Toxrill. Is there Toxrill in this deck? No. Are we still going to play it? Yes. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the Sultan of Swing, the Master of Disaster, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by somebody named jauxer, called Scripture of Sacrifice. So yeah, I was looking for like a mono black deck I could play, something that was different. And you know, as you're going down the list of stuff over on the Aether Hub, it's mono black something, mono black this, mono black that, blah, 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 mono black, right? Then all of a sudden I get down to Scripture of Sacrifice. Yeah, man, I'm going to take a look at that one. Scripture of Sacrifice. The thing was, you know what I didn't see in here? Sacrifice. I really didn't see any sacrificing. I don't know. Maybe it just sounds cool, though. Scripture of Sacrifice. Secondly, Scripture means church-like, right? It means religious. Is there Toxrill? Toxrill has nothing to do with religion if you think about it. But he is the Dark Lord of my heart. So I expect anything to be black and religiously organized to have Toxrill in it. Why? Because I made up that rule a couple of years ago, and that's just the way that it is. Is Toxrill in it? No. So once again, this thing is completely blowing my brain. It's not related to Toxrill at all. There's not really any sacrifice that I'm aware of. But still, it's a cool-ass name. Thing is, if we look at the cards too, there's a nice broad width of cards in here. That means we're going to be playing a lot of different stuff, and it's going to be lots of fun. All right, so really quickly, let's get in here. We'll hammer these cards down super quick, and we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here? Creature kill. This guy becomes buff and gets death touch. This causes some mill and can do -1/-1 to creatures after it dies. Brings creature back from the battlefield when it dies. This gives Phyrexians +1/+1 and menace. Creature kill. You can, this is a card draw. This is creature kill. 6/6 flyer that'll kill you if he stays on the battlefield too long. Sheoldred is death touch 4/5. Anytime an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Anytime you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Archpriest of Shadows, death touch. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Lots of great guys I'd like to bring back. Gets his command is a Swiss Army knife of cool things you can do. Always excellent. I love this card. I wish there was more of it in here. Sheoldred is incredible. If it's allowed to live, your opponent's dead. That's pretty much all there is to it. Thing is you need your opponent to have 8 cards in the graveyard. So you got to wait for that to happen. Invasion, destroy, it's a board wipe. And you can be a little bit more selective with it, but pretty much you wipe everything, right? Phyrexian Fleshgorger, menace lifelink, and it's either a 3/3 or a 7/5. And Breach the Multiverse, mill. Everybody mills 10 cards, and you put 1 creature or planeswalk from each graveyard into play under your control. Other than that, we got this guy who also brings things back from the graveyard. So we got a little bit of graveyard recursion. We got a lot of awesome black stuff going on. Tons of creature death. Man, this is going to be quite excellent. All right, before we go out, let's say our prayers and talk about what's best in life. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, playing against Infection. What do we got going on? Just 3 and then 4. And another one. He's got a lot of mana already. He ramped up. All right, so we got 4. Let's go in. And we'll Sheoldred this. It's nice we got a second Sheoldred in case this one falls apart. We got some. If he puts out something big, we could soul transfer. That's an exile. Yeah, we'll take that guy out. He's going for a fight. What was that even? I should leave that stuff alone. I need... Bake Your Own Death is an instant. I need to have 2 mana open for it. No reason for all of that. Alright, he's down to 5. Down to 3. Yeah, keeping Sheoldred alive was my best course of action. Bake Your Death by far would have been the best way to go. Got another. I can try to keep him alive. No attacks. Yeah, I still got only 1 mana. His big thing is he's got to grab Sheoldred. I think he lost. All I have to do is just let him draw a card. He has no mana. And that's it. And we win! Victory! Alright, then against Koryal. Death! That is an artifact, but I can kill it with that. That's pretty good. And we run out of mana. What a great time to run out of mana. All right, there's number 3. We'll put out a nice Gix. Decline. We don't have anything to throw away. Alright, this guy's obviously playing for some tricks. I need another mana so we can Gix's command the situation. Ooh, that's bad Jojo. Juju, I should say. All right, you got 2 mana, man. I don't think you're going to make it back. All right, number 1, let's just kill that guy. You have to go for him first. Number 2, sacrifice a non-token. All right, and then you have to die. You gain 2 life. All attack. Urza takes it. Down to 2. And he draws a card. I thought Gix was the one that you had to sacrifice things to. And we win! Alright, we're playing against Slimagile. 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 1, 2. Keep. No. I'm sure he'll be totally willing to give it up. He is! He's doing it! I am hard to believe that. To me, a Surge Engine is way more effective than an Evolved Sleeper. This guy's hardcore on hate right now. I don't suspect I'm any better. Yeah, great. No tax. Come on, man. Just take the damage already, alright? Alright. Start working out. And we're done. Do we hold the advantage? They're just so mean to each other's creatures. And 2! Does he have something to take out Sheoldred? I'm sure he does. I'm just bouncing it back. Oh, he put it on the bottom of my library. What a jerk. There we go. You're not willing to give it up? You were able to give it up before, man. Same trade, man. Everything. Ball sleeper for a Surge Engine. I'm not seeing it, though, am I? Keep drawing those cards, man. That's a lot of life. There you go. Touchdown! Lava Bears! MoogMugi. MoogMugi. Boop, boop, boo, boo. 1, 2. I'm not sure I'm hot on 2 mana, man. No, I'm not. All right, that's much better. Get rid of the fake and bake. And get after that polychromatic fool up there. We're playing against here anyway. Oh. Alright, in for 1. Go get him, my Gnawing Vermin. Well, if he does that, we'll kill them both, I guess. Cut down can take down Adeline, but you have to have it all those other guys dead for that to happen. Alright, tell you what, I'm just going to soul transfer here. Walk. Play the defense. We could take out 2/3 of his forces. Adeline was never seen again. That's not cool, man. This dude's a cleric, right? Which means that his job is to go around and, I don't know, be all religious and stuff. Yet that dude is definitely working out. He got some massive gym at his particular church. Who did he pick, by the way? Archfiend of the Dross? Alright, that's cool. Let's put out our friend, the Phyrexian Fleshgorger. All good. He's playing standard, like soldier. White soldier is what we're looking at here. Where's cleric coming in at, though? Is it humans? No, because we got angels. Lots of humans, though. Looking very human-y. It'll cost you 3 life, man. Alright, we're down to 11. Seems to be wiping out my guys pretty well. I have two for the third one? No, it's two guys, I guess. Alright, since we're at it, I just can't do it. I can't do it for a stupid 1-1. I can't do it. If he was to try to pump it, then I would do it. What do you got, MoogMugi? So I'm fairly certain he can get this guy up. Yeah. I'll try. I don't think this is going to work, though. He'll get it up to 6 is the problem. Unless, of course, it doesn't resolve, and then it'll be, by the time it does resolve, it'll only be a 5. There we go. This guy's playing awfully dirty for a white deck. Alright, Archfiend of the Dross! Usually white decks are so sweet googly effing moogly. Number 1. Number 2. That's it. I don't know. We're just sitting here at 5. There's no reason for it, man. These white decks do not have this much control. Alright, super pump. Super pump. Here's the deal. I would attack in this situation, but they always find some way of pumping up. So I'm just going to play a little defensively. He's going to come. I'm going to kill one of them. I'll take the 2. Alright. Here is Gix. Kill off another one. Jump in with the 4. I'm not going to... No, there's no way I'm going to pay life for that. I would love to, but 2 life that is not going to cut it. Alright, nice. You should just chump, man. It's okay. Yeah, there you go. Alright, take the damage. There you go. Decline. Now just you need to draw a card is the problem. Did I win? Did he pee his pants? He totally did. Suck it, MoogMugi. Suck it. Alright, we're playing against yardDust. See 1 and 2, 3, 4. That is a nice curve on it. Non-creature, that's the only one in there. Alright, 2 gets us into a Grafted Butcher. All in. He's not Phyrexian yet. Oh, it takes a while. Force it. All right, 3. And we're good. Wish I had another black mana, though. I wonder if this counts. There we go. Suck it, Liliana, ×2. Is that a treasure? What is he at anyway? 3? That's funny. Auto pay. Well, my friend, sacrifice somebody. There you go. All right, are you as awesome as I am? Doesn't quite look like it. All right, that does suck. Yeah, these Sophie's choices we have to go through all the time are just horrible. All right, I'm going to go for a 3 blast. Right to the face. All right, keep drawing cards. Down to 5. 1 card left in your hand. Well, you're not going to be able to... You can cast it, I suppose. You got lots of mana available. Don't be touching my head like that. I don't appreciate it. Looking for something else. All right, there we go. And we win! Suck it, yardDust! Suck it! All right, so here we are with Scripture of Sacrifice. It was a great deck. It was really good. I had a great time with it. The only thing about this deck is that, you know, it's kind of made up of a lot of cliche cards at this point. So I normally wouldn't go for a deck like this because it seems a little bit on the boring side. Thing is, though, if you take a look at it, there's a lot of 2s in here. And so there was a lot of different cards, a lot of variety. And I think that's what made it interesting to me. Plus, the big thing was the name, Scripture of Sacrifice. Man, that really attracted me. So good job, deck builder. You did a good job of getting me in with your deck name. All right, so let's see. Who was the MVP of this deck? Really, anybody named Sheoldred was space awesome. I just don't usually pick MVPs that are that expensive. Gnawing Vermin was used a ton. I'm not sure what kind of advantage we got from him. Sure, he milled people a little bit. But like, I like the fact that, yeah, you got to do damage with him. If you blocked, you could kill a guy. You could do the -1/-1 to kill yet another guy. There was a lot of good stuff going on with Gnawing Vermin. Was he an MVP? No, but he was definitely a great early game black card. I kind of like Gnawing Vermin more than Evolved Sleeper. Evolved Sleeper grows, gets bigger, is bigger threat. Usually people can take care of him pretty quickly, though. That's the problem. I'd have to say nothing particular in here was an MVP. Everything, though, was pretty good unto itself. And the deck just did great. I mean, this is where black just kind of shines as being an all-around great deck that does lots of good things. All right, was this deck competitive? Right now, I'm not showing my last game, which was a win, but I do have a 70% win rate otherwise. And I don't know why that last game didn't show up in my little, gamekeeper or whatever. It'll show up eventually. But 70% is by far a competitive deck. I'd say this one, is going to totally do well regardless of when or how you play it. In Standard, this is a fantastic deck, very competitive. Number 2, was it fun? Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I enjoyed just killing creatures using the creature kills. I enjoyed getting out. There's the thing about Archfiend. I love Archfiend. I think he's great. What I hate is the fact that nobody lets him stay around for a turn. I want to attack. I want to do 6 points of flying damage. Yet he always gets killed. Always. He's just kind of out there to suck up a creature kill because you never get a chance to use him. I wish I had haste, but haste is for reds. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in a mono black deck. Let's see, what was I talking about? Fun. Yeah, Sheoldred's always good. Double Sheoldred is always good. And yeah, these guys are fantastic. Every time we do this. One thing I like about this was almost Phyrexian Tribal. Was it actually Phyrexian Tribal? Let's take a look. Not a Phyrexian. Phyrexian. Not a Phyrexian. Trying to see what that guy's even doing. All right. And can be a Phyrexian eventually. This is almost entirely Phyrexian. I mean, it's very close. I like to say in a true tribal deck, you only have Phyrexians or whatever your tribe is. This one's got a couple of extra dudes in there. They're in there for the utility. They're the little scamps. What are you going to do? Creature removal? Great. So yeah, I thought this was good. Now let's take a look at the interest. Was this deck interesting? And I'll tell you why. I was going to say it's kind of a little boring just because these cards are used a lot, right? There's nothing in here we're not used to. We've seen all this before. What did I find interesting about it? I found the fact that there were so many different cards in here. That's what I found interesting. It's because we didn't go for 3s or 4s. We didn't stick with it, but there's a wide barrage of stuff. 2. These guys are singletons over here. 2. So, it's been split up. And the weird part, when usually I say, yeah, if you got a bunch of 2s, this deck is not worth playing. It's too wide. You just have no control over what you're doing. On the other hand, it's like as long as they're within the same vein of what you're looking for, a lot of times the splitting it that way gives you variety to be able to handle a lot of different situations, and also makes it so when you play your deck, you get different outcomes. So this was a situation where I thought that splitting it wasn't that bad and actually provided for a better, more well-rounded deck. So yeah, I'd say this was interesting just in the fact that you had a lot of different things to play with and that you weren't exactly sure what you're going to get from time to time, but it always worked out in a good way. All right, so let's add this up. Was it competitive? Absolutely. Was it fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Yeah, for the most so. I'm choking back on interesting now just because it wasn't interesting in that you had a lot of synergy. It wasn't interesting in that, we did have a tribe. We did have a theme for the most part. It was Phyrexian, but it didn't really feel super Phyrexian. Just because Grafted Butcher helped out the other Phyrexians didn't necessarily make this a tribal deck where everything sort of worked together and worked better for other Phyrexians. I think on the interesting scale, I'm going to say I was interested in it. I'm not sure it is so interesting to deserve a full check mark. So anyways, I'm going to say that the competitiveness makes up for the lack of interesting, but I'm still just going to give it a flat A. Not A-, not an A+, but a flat A. This was a great deck to play. I highly recommend that you play it. It's got a strong chance of winning the vast majority of the time and can take on a lot of contenders. And so if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.